Hello and welcome back to my channel where we try all sorts of things. I wanted to keep this video extremely real today. I thought what better way to do that than to just show you in all my gusto how I look when I'm tired. Now this look for me comes at a hefty price. I've been traveling for the last 2 months for my other channel, which is awesome. But now I'm in the mode where I'm really grinding. That means I'm staring at my computer screen for between 8 and 15 hours a day. And as you can see, I am tired. I feel like this mode right here is the mode that a lot of us face on the day-to-day. We're tired, we do a lot of things. Some of us are picking up the kids, some of us are working like 12-hour days. Some of us have been to the gym and have just absolutely worn ourselves out, and then we get home, and then the common theme of all these people is, we still have to eat. And if a person who is exhausted like me can do this, you at home can do this as well. But first, before we start our cooking, I wanted to share with you what all came in my HelloFresh box. Okay, so we're gonna unbox our HelloFresh box and see what's inside. This is supposed to be 3 different meals for 2. And let's look a little bit closer at how the box is packed. So right here we have our little envelope. This is going to give us a few deals right here that they send. Basically affiliates of HelloFresh, so we can have a little discount on some of those products. We're also going to have our 3 recipe cards of what they have sent us. And then everything else is going to be inside. So they pack everything with this nice insulation so that nothing happens to it and it stays nice and cold. And then we have these individual bags, which are going to be labeled with which meal that they belong to. And then on the bottom, we have a little thing talking about what's hiding under the ice. Now, what are they talking about ice? They have these big ice packs that can actually be reused to keep all of your proteins and things like that nice and cold. So, as you can see, your proteins come individually packed for your individual meals. Now, these are the 3 things that came in our box. And as you can see, each one of the recipe cards has this nice bold image of what it's supposed to look like when we're finished. It's also going to have right here the ingredients that are provided, the calorie count, the prep time, and then on the back, you're going to look for a section called Bust Out. That section is going to tell you what you actually need in your home to make this meal. Of course, the main question is, what do we want to make? We have 3 different recipes, so we're going to select that. I really think that I want to try out these tacos. So this is gonna be my Tired Taco Tuesday recipe. And if you didn't notice, look at this, pineapple poblano. I cannot wait. That flavor just sounds like such an elevated take on Taco Tuesday. As you can see, I've gotten out our pineapple poblano beef taco bag, our ground beef, and then here is our recipe card. So that's all that we're going to need in way of ingredients. And that all arrived in our HelloFresh box, fully packed with ice, so it is completely fresh and ready to go. We're going to read all of the instructions. Even though we're going to be going step by step, I still like to get an overview, so in my mind, whenever I'm starting to cook, I'm already kind of on track. Okay, step 1 is we're going to wash all of the produce. I'm really excited about that because that gets the ball to moving. So let's get our little bag right here and pull out all of our items. Now, I'm really excited about cooking this HelloFresh and doing this wonderful try video for you guys because I want you to see that not only is it something that's simple and easy to do at home, but also if you don't have a lot of cooking expertise, it's going to help you learn how to make some really good recipes. I really liked the first time that I tried it because it taught me a couple techniques that I wasn't really familiar with. As you can see from all of the ingredients here, they are the perfect portion size for exactly what we're making. So versus going to the store and buying a full container of sour cream, you have the exact amount that you're going to need. Same thing with your ingredients, such as your seasonings, your onions, your tomatoes, all of this. Now, if it's in the bag, you're going to use it. There will not be any waste, there will not be any leftover. Everything has a purpose. Now that we have washed all of our veggies and things like that, we are going to start right off by cutting our onion. Now, it says here that we're going to cut it in half, peel it, and then finally dice it. Then we're going to set it to the side. So I'm going to put it in this little bowl right here. Now, as you can see, I'm tired, so my chopping is not exact, but that's the thing I like about HelloFresh is you can do the best that you possibly can, and it's still okay. As long as you're following the recipe, you're good to go. It also totally helps if you grab the right knife, but I had fully committed to this one, so we're just gonna go with it. Before we go any further, I would just like to give a shout out right now at home to Michelle, Mother of Chaos. That's Michelle_Mother of Chaos. She is the one who actually sent us this wonderful HelloFresh bag just so that we could try it out on our channel. She's another amazing creator and she has tons of cool content. You should really go over there and check her out. Now, with that being said, let's just move right on to this poblano that we need to deseed. Look guys, it's a poblano. If you're going in order, it says to dice the tomatoes next and then to cut up the cilantro. Now, I don't want a bunch of tomato juice all over my stuff, so I'm gonna do the cilantro first and then the tomatoes. I love a good cilantro, it just really gets me going. Tired Taco Tuesday is now right around the corner and it's abundantly fresh. Oh no, I just realized something and I don't know how I missed this the first time. I went in and I reread the instructions because we were about to cut up the tomato and realized that the tomato is used as a garnish, not as a cooked item. I don't personally like the texture of tomatoes, nor have I ever whenever they're not cooked. So I'm at a little bit of an impasse. Should I go ahead and just cut up the tomatoes and do a really pretty presentation for you guys, or should I make it where I personally would like it by cutting up the tomato and cooking it in with the meat? I think I'm gonna do that simply because I have to eat this at the end of the day. So Tired Taco Tuesday is taking a turn for the tomato. Before we cook those tomatoes down, we're gonna go ahead and continue with the steps, and that means that we're going to be cutting up our lime because we are in the process of making our salsa first. So we're gonna cut this up, and then we're also going to drain our pineapple. Now for this next step, we're going to create our salsa. How many of you at home have ever made your own salsa? This isn't gonna require a blender or anything crazy, and it's gonna taste a lot better than those little jars of picante sauce. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine in our bowl a few ingredients. Tomato, that's not happening. Pineapple, onion, cilantro, and lime juice, all going into this bowl. So it says here that we're going to need our pineapples. So let's just pour our pineapples directly into the bowl. That was simple. Okay, now we're gonna need approximately 2 tablespoons of onions. So I'm going to eyeball it and right about there. There we go, 2 tablespoons of onion. Then we're gonna use half of our cilantro that we cut up. So just reach over here and into the little container we go. That's about half right there. Okay, and then after that, we're going to put in a squeeze of lime juice. It doesn't say how much, so I'm gonna just take a couple of these little cubes that we did, and right inside they go. Ooh, that's nice and juicy. Squeeze every bit of that lime juice out. Okay, so then we're just gonna mix this up nicely. Yeah, without the tomatoes, it looks a little bit odd, but those smells smell so good. Okay, so that's nice and mixed up. And then we're gonna make our crema. So our crema is going to, there we go. Our crema is going to be made out of our sour cream and also a squeeze of lime juice. Then we're gonna add a little bit of water until the mixture reaches a drizzling consistency. So then we're gonna season it with salt and pepper and make sure that it tastes delicious. Okay, so we're going to open number one. It does have a notch, but I tend to miss on those. So we're just gonna make it go into the little bowl. Now we're going to take our lime juice, squeeze of lime juice, and a little drizzle of water. Ooh, that might be too much. Then we're going to whisk this together. And then my favorite part. Tastes good. Okay. So that part is ready. According to number 3, this is when we're going to cook our veggies. So to do this, we're going to take a regular skillet, put a little oil in there, and start off with the poblanos. Then we're gonna add the onion, and then after we've added the onion, we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper and some of the seasoning packet. But wait, there's more. We're also gonna put our tomatoes in there. First up, olive oil. Olive oil. I like to coat the bottom pretty well. Just added the onion. And can we talk about the smell? There is nothing better than cooking onions on a skillet and them just like having that really aromatic smell that just makes you so hungry. Cook, little peppers. Go, go, go. I'm hungry. This is a great time to give you my little tip. I always keep the little HelloFresh bag, and as I'm preparing my food, I actually put my trash in it. So that way I'm not having to go between where I'm preparing things and the trash can with just loose ingredients. Instead, I just put them in here and then it's a one-stop shop for the trash can. Okay, it is now time to put our salt and pepper and then our Southwest spice in here. So let's put a little bit of pepper first and then a little bit of salt. Okay, and then we're gonna cut this open and use half. Yeah, that's about half. Woo, I like the color of that. The caramelization is beautiful. And it's now time to add the beef. Guess what's for dinner? Adding the remaining part of our Southwest sauce. Everything's looking good, so now we're going to use our pineapple juice and simmer it down for about 2 to 3 more minutes. Oh my goodness, guys, it's ready. So now we're gonna move on to our next step, okay? Okay, now it is the time we have all been waiting for, plating. This is my favorite part of cooking. It just makes me feel like everything comes together. It's kind of like when you do your makeup. Nothing quite looks completely like it's supposed to until it's finished. First we take our tortilla and then we're going to use our little spatula and scoop up some of our meat right into the center there. That looks phenomenal. Then we're gonna take a little bit of our wonderful pineapple salsa and just kind of put it right there on the top. Yummy, yummy, going to be in my tummy. And last but not least, we're going to add our crema. And repeat. little bit of cilantro to top it all off. And another squeeze of lime. Okay, finally we are finished and it is time. It is time to sit down on our couch, to prop our feet up, to have our tired Taco Tuesday, and to enjoy a good movie. So I think that's what we're going to do, but first, let's taste these bad boys. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. The only thing that I will say is if you like a little bit more spice, these are going to be lacking on the spice level just a little bit. So you could throw a jalapeno in there maybe, or possibly you could just finish it with like a sriracha. Even on a tired day, you can make your food at home, and that was just proven by our HelloFresh video today, where we tried HelloFresh and we made our wonderful pineapple poblano beef tacos. These things are so good, and I'm so excited. They only took about 20 minutes. They were really easy, and if you know your palate and you need to make some modifications, it's a really easy recipe to modify. I can say that from experience with the tomatoes today. Again, thanks to Michelle. Her information is linked in the description below. You need to go over and check out her page. She is an on-the-go mom who has tons of different thoughts and ideas that she shares with you that can make your life a little bit better. Just saying, go check out Michelle. She's awesome. Anyway, thanks again, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell for future uploads. And this tired girl is about to go get some rest. I will be doing another HelloFresh video, however, where we make the other two recipes on a day that maybe I don't feel like I'm in such chaos myself. Bye, guys.